What's good, yo? With this message, now for anyone that is new, first things first, all of my videos, or I'd say about like 80%, I don't use scripts, right? I don't really use nothing. Everything I say is just what is put on my heart to speak on in the moment. But with this video, there's not much thought that I gave to what I want to say. There's not much that I really considered about this topic. Now I do write down like titles of videos and then I kind of just speak off of that. And this one, give me one sec, let me pull it up because they on my phone. Healing begins when you let go. Now, I do want to say that not everything I feel you can heal from. I'm not sure if it's possible to heal from everything that you've been through.
A Vault Hunter? Didn't think I rated that much of a rescue. One of those psychos ran off with the power core. Without it, Sanctuary will be defenseless. Get that core back to Sanctuary. I'm just gonna take it now. Wake me up when I'm not on Pandora anyway. Reese is dead?
But I can say that you can grow from everything. And I feel like there's certain things that shouldn't be healed from.
Looks like you've got an area waypoint. Sometimes your echo device can't find the precise
Like I
location
think
of what you're looking
a
for.
good example would
That's the
be
area marked by the big-ass green circle on your minimap. Your objective is
if
somewhere
you
in that
are
area.
someone who is doing something that involves risking your life. Like if you're in like the military, the Marines, the Air Force, the Navy, whatever, right? There are certain things that you are going to face, you know, whether you're in active combat or you're being deployed or whatever it may be. There will be things that you won't be able to heal from that will come from that. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Because I feel like there are certain things that you shouldn't let go of. Certain experiences that you shouldn't have to forget. Because I think that there's lessons in those experiences. There's things that can be gained from not letting go in some scenarios. But as I said earlier, with the title of this video, excuse me. But as I said earlier, with the title of this video, I want to dive into and talk about the things that should be let go of and how healing truly is started. So let's get straight to it. Now, when it comes to healing from something, let's use childhood trauma as an example. Let's say growing up you were abused a lot. And the main reason I'm using this example is this is something that I can relate to. Growing up, say you were abused, you know, mentally, physically, whatever, right? That trauma, for most people, stays with them for their entire lives. You know, a lot of you might already realize that what you face when it comes to like difficulties within your character, a lot of it resorts to how you were treated as a child. Because when you are a child, a lot of things are soaked up. You're like a sponge, right? And think of the experiences you face as water. But whether the experience is good or bad, you being the sponge that you are as a child, you're going to soak it up. But as we get older, we start to be able to differentiate. I hope I said that right. I hope that's even a word. You start to choose between what you decide to soak up and what you don't. You know, you can choose what information is truly good for you and what resonates with you and what doesn't. As a child, you don't know no better. So, you might think it's okay to be mistreated, to be hurt, to be hit when you are doing something, right? To be hit when you're not doing something, you know? And that may affect you with how you treat other people. It may even affect you with how you treat your kids or your future children. And for people in situations like that, what I've learned is the key to letting go is to be understanding. And I know that kind of sounds crazy. And I know for some of you, I can't fathom certain situations that you have probably been in. I probably can't even begin to describe the emotions that it's caused you to feel and the pain that you suffered because of what you've been through as a child, or maybe just even in general. But what I do know is that anything can be understood. And what I mean by you being understanding is understanding why things happened the way that they did. I've been through so much pain in my life. I've been through things that are unspeakable in some cases, at least again to myself. Other people might think what I've been through is nothing compared to what they've been through, and that's okay. Other people may have never even been through a fraction of what I've been through, and they may think it's ridiculous, and that's okay too. I know the feeling of pain, and everybody knows that. Regardless of what causes the pain, whether we think it's good enough or not, we're all different people. So there's no reason to judge someone based off what they've been through. You know, there's no such thing as a harder circumstance. We all have felt pain. But regardless of everything that I've felt and everything that I've been through, the one thing that I can say for certain is that it had to happen. And I see the importance and why it had to happen in the way that it did. I see the value in it. And it can be difficult to first see that perspective or to find it, because it's not something that's easy to come across. It's not something that's easy to see. But I promise that it's there. And I think that everyone should try to find out why. What good came from what has happened? Or what good could come from what is happening? I've learned that once I start to look at life like that, and I let go of the negative emotion and the way that it makes me feel, when I let go of that, and I focus on the benefits, I've learned that that's when it's easiest for me to heal. Instead of trying to bottle in everything, I let go of what is negative, the things that are harmful, the hurt, the pain, the tears. I let go of that, and I focus on the growth, the character development, the tests and the trials. I feel like when you focus more on that, I feel like that's what makes it so much easier to heal. It's because you're not being held down by this weight of, these painful feelings and emotions and burdens, but instead you're being reinforced and almost like motivated by knowing that there is a reason for this to happen. And not just that there's a reason, but there's a good reason. There's a benefit that comes from this.
Made it to Banditville, huh? Well
And I've learned
done.
that through
It'll be
losing
nice to see
people,
a friendly face
through
without burning that
being
place to the
heartbroken,
ground. Oh, and I
through
have
being
decided that I will tell
mistreated,
you my secret later
through
on,
being
once
misled.
you've learned it.
I've learned it through all types of situations and scenarios, but all of them have made me the person I am today, who strives to do better. And who's to say I would have accomplished this if it wasn't for those struggles and triumphs,
Look, we need your help bad.
or those trials and tribulations? Who's to say I wouldn't still be here? So I think it's when you truly let go of those negative emotions, those negative connections with what it is you're facing, that is when you can actually heal. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know. That's just, fruit for thought. Something that just, again, I didn't really give much thought. I just was speaking from the heart. But hey, if this resonates with y'all, just let me know what y'all think, if y'all want to. But hey, I wish y'all none but the best. And God bless y'all, man.